Alright guys, just a quick how-to on the WR Long third function kit. This is for a little older machine. I have a John Deere 4510 with the 460 loader. So there's really hardly anything out there on YouTube. These are starting to get a little bit older. This was a 2004 model. So anyway, I wanted to put this out there because I did a lot of searching and really couldn't find any good info about Power Beyond and just doing this. Everything's on the newer stuff. So here's just kind of I'm not going to do a step-by-step. I'm just going to try to kind of run through this real quickly. So if you're thinking about getting one of these kits, you know what to do. I ordered a grapple from Everything Attachments. I'm still waiting on it. It's back ordered like everything. But I'm trying to get this kit installed in advance. So the first thing you need to do to get this installed, obviously you got to take the rear wheel off and the fender. This is to give you access to the loader valve because you have to tap into the so-called Power Beyond ports. Now the Power Beyond port on this machine is right here. So what was in there, what I removed was this piece. So it was just sitting like so. Basically what we're doing is tapping into this to feed the valve that's going to actuate the grapple or whatever attachment you have on the front. So you pull this guy out and you put your hoses in. Your power, obviously your hoses run up along, and there's my valve. So the valve is what they do on that one. They just give you kind of a clamp. You can see how it's clamped around the loader mount there. That's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Your hose is going out to the attachment. They don't give you anything. It just, here's the hoses, and you just got to fasten them up however. So I'm going to zip tie them. I'm going to clean this up. I just haven't got to it yet. And run them down to the front of your machine. So the kit comes with this bracket, which you can either bolt or weld to the torque tube on your loader. But the guy, Everything Attachments, they have a lot of videos on YouTube, and the owner, he says he prefers that these hoses are loose. He thinks it's easier to hook things up. So I'm going to just start out with mine loose like this, and once I get my attachment, I'll see how I like it. If it works good, well, I'll leave them loose. If not, I'll weld that thing on. So in terms of wiring, not very complicated, but it is kind of time consuming. There's two wires that come out of the valve. One is going to go to your stick, if you will, your hydraulic control, and the other is just power. So what I did is I want mine to be controlled, on and off with the key, that is. So you kind of got to figure out, you got to find power and how you're going to do that on your machine. But I kind of ran all my stuff underneath and then went up in the back to get up there. I'm really being careful to get everything out of the way from any linkage and that type of thing. So here's the wire going up in the back, inside, through the joystick, if you will. And then of course there's going to be your handle up here with a rocker switch. For some reason, my WR Long kit, the rocker switch and a couple screws are missing. So I had to call, and they're supposed to be sending that stuff out, but I'll get that stuff on. That's pretty straightforward. So anyway, that's just a quick kind of overview on the install of this kit. It's pretty simple, but it's going to take you probably darn near a day to do. Just taking off all these panels and everything, it takes a lot of time, and fishing the lines and getting everything kind of pinned up and stuff. It's not a quick job, that's for sure. So I'm sure this is the same process for, you know, the John Deere 4500, 4600, 4700, and of course also the 4610, 4710. So hope that helps somebody else out. Thanks for watching, guys.